Welcome back, golfers. I got a special one for you today. As part of the GSPro playthrough series, I'm going to play another fictional course for you all. This is Middle Earth. So this is the course that is designed around the Lord of the Rings theme. I played through it once just before this, just to get a feel for it, because it's an extremely difficult course. It's very tight. There's a lot of elevation changes. There's a lot of blind tee shots. There's a lot of things going on with this course. So I didn't want to make it a brutal first viewing for you all. So I wanted to kind of try to navigate the course to figure out my best strategy. What I decided on was I'm going to go ahead and play this course, but I am going to play it from the red tees. And there's a reason. The distances, the elevation changes, I just found myself from further back hitting into a lot of the out of bounds areas. So hope you guys enjoy this playthrough of this fictional Lord of the Rings course. Let's get started. I'm warm because I played a session already, so let's see if we can get this round underway. We're going to start off with the 3-wood, and we're going to play out this direction, kind of to the left center. See if we can bring it back into the fairway. Then give ourselves a nice approach shot into the green. So this is actually a par 5 that plays 327 yards. So we're looking to get this out there, hopefully 190, 200. Let's go. So first 3-wood of the day on this course for you guys. Happy with the contact. Let's see which direction that shoots out. I'm happy with that. Should be in the fairway, but you guys can see we are in the Shire. If you are familiar with Lord of the Rings, a lot of elevation. So even though that carried, 190 yards, I was on a slope. So that's going to easily take 10 yards. Well, there's now almost 20 yards. Might be back at the tee if I don't watch out here. You guys can see the mini map on the right-hand side where I landed versus where I ended up. So still 158 yards back. I'm hitting uphill, so got to take that into consideration. Looks like it's 100, we'll just say 160 yards plus, we'll say 15, so we'll say that's 175 yards that I have to hit it from here, just based on the elevation. So let's go ahead and take 107. Look, we're going to take a 6-iron at it. Again, this is a par 5. We just want to get it close. Check that out. You have a cow right there. There's Gandalf. He's arriving at the town, so that's kind of cool. What you guys cannot hear is all the audio. Didn't want to get copyright, a ding on me for copyrighted music, so have it muted. But let's just see if we can hit it, basically somewhere up here, hopefully near the green if possible, and see if we can beat Gandalf there to the town. So here we go, 6-iron. I hit that extremely thin, guys. That is not, I took the cow down. I'm actually going to mulligan that shot. Did not make very good contact with that. Pretty wild that I took the cow down. So let's go ahead and hit that again. Was really trying to kill that shot. I just need to slow my swing speed down. Don't take mulligans very often, but again, want to make it a good viewing session for you guys. So 6-iron, hopefully with better contact this time. Still hit it thin, but that should at least get down there, hopefully further. Okay, gonna need to get a little closer to the ball. That's what I was a little too far away. 36 yards is what I have left. So we are gonna actually take an approach wedge and maybe take like a little bit of a half swing to get it, kind of up in the air. So approach wedge from 36 yards. That's a good little check. See if we got it up there, out of the rough. We did not. So this was the difficult part about this course. The elevation. I'm hitting up to a green. I need to fly it up there. So can't mess around here. Let's get it up this time. This would be our 4th shot. Let's go. Get it up onto the elevated green. Let's see if we got it there this time. Just barely. See if we got into the gimme circle. In and out. So that's going to start us off, I believe, with a bogey. Again, I did take a mulligan because of that little errand shot that I hit. Want to try to make it a decent round for you all. Show you the entire course, how it should be played. But this by no means follows any type of regular course play that I'm used to playing. I'm going to gather these balls because what I learned is I go through this pile really quickly. So if they're really easy to obtain, I go ahead and grab them. Looks like we're about 90 yards. We're down basically 15. So we're going to say that's basically 85 yards. I am going to take a sand wedge at this. Maybe a lob wedge? No, let's go ahead and take the sand wedge. I believe there's some protection behind it. So if we hit that, it'll actually bounce back. Something I did learn here in this playthrough. So this is about an 85-yard shot. This is a 90-yard club. So I want to take a good swing at it, but not too much. So sand wedge. Hit a little fat, but I got under it. Let's see if we got that there. Just want to clear the water, which I believe we did. Nice little kick over. Should be in birdie territory. There we go. Nice little bird there. You guys can see though, I mean, this does not play the norm. There's a lot of embankments that I found. Make it really, really difficult to keep this in the fairway. This is really tight. There's a river that runs kind of along the side. We want to make the safe approach. Maybe shoot a, let's shoot a an 8-iron this direction. It does get kind of tight right there. Or we can shoot it across, I think. Let's see what we have here. Might be able to shoot a 3-wood across. 160. Or if we go this route, let's do this. Let's go ahead and do 200-yard shots. So let's hit a approach wedge, and then probably a second approach wedge will get us there. So we're going to take 2 approach wedges at this. It's not a very far par 4. It's only 200 yards. So 2 approach wedges should get us where we need to go. Let's go ahead and do 2 approach wedge shots into this green. There's one that should have got us our initial distance. Yep, there we are in the fairway. We reached our 96-yard, and we should have 100 yards left. So I'm going to take the same approach here with the approach wedge. It's down 7. Not going to really change anything. There's an embankment over there to the left-hand side that I found earlier. So if we hit it anywhere over there, it's actually going to roll towards the green. We just want to work on contact here, get it that 100 yards. 90 yards actually, because it is down 7. So approach wedge. That's a great shot. It's going to be out to the right slightly, which is what we want. Came back in with the draw. Should be a great shot. Just outside of bird territory, but there's a bunch of elevation change here, so the greens are very, very tiered and undulating. Alrighty, we landed it on, and that should give us a par. Nice little approach. Certainly a lot easier experience playing from the reds than I played from the blues just a minute ago, and it was pretty brutal. I'll just leave it at that. It was pretty brutal. I ended up in the water a lot. I ended up on the side of a cliff a lot, so it was not a fun experience. Gonna take the same approach here. Let's play an 8-iron, see if we can get it just over here underneath the hole. Make a nice little run at it. You guys can immediately just notice the detail and the recreation of going up to where the elves live in Lord of the Rings. We just came out of the Shire, so we're working our way to where the elves live. 8-iron. Great contact. Ball came straight back, makes it easier for me. That's okay if it's going to fade. It's going to go, into where we want it to be. So stay in the fairway. We should be okay. 139 yards. We have 110, but it's actually up 2. So that's 112. We'll go ahead and play a pitching wedge into this. See what the let's actually see what the elevation, what the green looks like once we get there. So I'm gonna hit the J key, and then I'm gonna hit the Y key. And it looks like as long as we can get it this 100-yard kind of range, we should be okay. So we'll aim there. Let's see if we can get it onto that green, into the gimme circle. This is a par 5, so this is a scoring opportunity here. Again, because we moved our tees up to the red. Great contact. That should be it. And the ball comes right back. I love this round. This round is going really well. And if we get it into that circle, that's actually going to be an eagle. There it is. We have an eagle here. Alrighty, so we are sitting at -2. All right, this was a really difficult hole earlier because what I did was I made the mistake. I hit it down here, and then you have to hit way up to the elevated green, which is really difficult. So we're going to aim this direction this time. Try to carry it over that little mound. Anywhere over here is good. So I'm going to aim this direction. Anywhere over here is good. That's what we want to do. Carry that little mound right there and land it somewhere in that open area. Put it closer to the tier we're going to be chipping from. This is, again, I did not know this the first time. I ended up at the bottom of that little valley, and I had to hit it up. I want to say it was like 114 feet above me, so very difficult. Ended up having to take a drop zone, which was on the top shelf. I think I shot it, if this is a par 4, I shot at 8 on this the first time I went at it. So we want to just clear that little mound right there and bring it back to the fairway. 3 wood. It's great contact, should have the cut that we want. There's the cut around the mound. Let's see if we got it onto the, we did, we got it on the green this time. In the fairway, technically, stay on that top shelf. That's great right there. So now we're in a good position to hit to the pin. So we have 57 feet, yards. It's down 10, so that's 47. So we want to take just a little approach with maybe the 58 degree. We're going to take the 58 degree and just hit a normal little 40-yard shot. So that's going to look something like a 3/4. We're just going to focus on getting it in the air and dropping it somewhere in that zone across this gorge. So 58 degree. Oh, that shot off to the right. Might have to mulligan that if it read it. Yeah, I'm not gonna play that shot, guys. Caught that really nasty. Let's get all the way in the water. Let's take our medicine and let's re-hit that shot. The way we know how to hit it. So pulled it out to in. I felt that. Let's just get it up there now. Alrighty, 58 degree. That's a better shot. That should be the one. Just barely on the green that time. Now we're chipping. Again, take into account though, I did count the mulligan, but this is not an easy course by any means. So I'm going to take what I can get. I'll take mulligans when I need to, just so you guys can see this course play through. Check out the leaves in the back. They're falling. We're heading onto this little plateau of a green. 16 yards. All right. It's a good little chip. That should do it. Do we get the run out? Oh my, we just needed one more rotation. So that gave us a bogey. Would have been a lot worse. Actually gave us a double. Was that a, no, it was a par 4. So we're good there. Did have this errand shot that went awry. Okay, 35 yards, check that. So this is actually 35-yard par 3. I'll take this because honestly, it was really brutal a few minutes ago when I was trying to make this run. All right, we're just gonna take the 58 degree, see if we can get it 35 yards. Nice clean contact, that's what we're focusing on. Should be it. Nice little high shot. Drop it in there, sit down, and there is elevation. So see that spin? Right next to the hole. That was not me doing anything fancy. That was literally just the way that the hole was shaped. So these course designers just give us surprises everywhere. This, I believe, is a really difficult shot into a elevated green. So let's see what we have first. I think we got to get to that first shelf. Let's see how far that plays. Hopefully it's 9-iron territory. It's actually 8-iron territory. What is it to get all the way up there? So that's 180-ish. This is 150-ish. But we're going up 24 yards, so we got to take that into account. This plays more like 170. We're going to take the 6-iron at this and see if we can get it on this top shelf, and then hopefully give us a better run at making it, you know, up there on the green. So taking a 6-iron, we do have to get it uphill quite a bit. Break contact with the 6. There it is, straight line, uphill. Oh, give me a good kick. Don't go to the other side. Where's it going to put me? Okay, I'm going to be hitting out of snow, apparently. Oh, it says concrete, so I'm hitting off of a rock. 64 yards, 5 up. I'm going to go ahead and take the lob wedge at this. One thing that I did learn was got to move this up about an inch in front of the red dot for the lob wedge to read. So that's what we're going to do. Move it up an inch. Going to play a draw off of concrete and see where we end up. Okay, lob wedge. That's our shot. Open up a little more so we can get the draw. Great shot in the air off of concrete. Little kick off a rock back onto the green. Alrighty, we'll take that. So that's gonna give us a par. Let's go ahead and get that ball back. That was a good little chip. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this one was really wild. So we are hitting severely downhill on this. We want to aim it somewhere this direction, I believe, and just bring it back. If I recall, I think this was, yeah, I think we're hitting downhill the whole way. So I tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to give it a run with the 3-wood, see where we end up. If it's too severe, actually, we can go this route, I think. Let me hit the J key, see if it shows me that. Yeah, so there's actually green over here. That might be more difficult, though. J. Okay, that might be the more difficult path. I think our path is actually to try to hit forward this way. That's what we're going to do. We're going to aim this direction. Yeah, we're going to aim this direction with the 3-wood. Actually, let's go with the 6-iron. I have no idea how far down this is. It's 93 yards down. Yeah, let's just go with the 6-iron. If we get some fade back out, that'll be okay. In fact, since we're playing the 6, I'm going to aim a little more this way and bring it back some. All right, let's play this play right here. See what happens. 6-iron. Should be straight. Let's see where we end up. Gonna get a kick off of this, I think. And back into the snow, back into the fairway. I mean, how bizarre is that, right? I basically did a zigzag, and now I should be looking straight up into, I believe it's a cave that I have to hit into. So let's see here. We'll hit the J key. Yeah, so we actually have to hit into a cave now, which, again, not something I do every day. We'll take this target line here. Don't have any idea what I'm going to be hitting into this, so probably just going to hit a little wedge in here. Maybe an approach wedge. See if I can get it into that mouth of that cave, and then it should trickle down somewhere. So let's try an approach wedge here. See if we can get into the cave. Happy with that shot. Let's just see where we end up. I have no idea. Okay, I think I hit it too high. Okay, so what I'm going to have to actually do is hit more of a punch shot. Didn't realize that. I'm going to hit Control M, make it a better little play for you guys. Going to have to hit a little punch shot in there. More like a chip, actually. So let's go with the 58 degree. Now let's see how far it is to get to the front of this cave. It's 50-ish yards. Yeah, so let's try a 60-yard shot here. So that's going to be a lob wedge. We're going to try a 60-yard shot to try to get it into this cave. Going to move this up in front of the red dot 1 inch. Going to try to play that little draw and get it in the cave. Let's go. Got it. Let's see where it ends up. Into the cave. I don't know what it's going to do from there. Oh, great. Now I got to chip, I guess, down. Let's see. Let's hit the J key. Yeah, so now I'm chipping down. J, 74 yards. Looks like I just need to toss it that direction. So I'm going to keep the same club. Going to just do a little chip shot. Maybe aim out to the, looks like there's a pole or something right there. So I'm going to aim out this direction slightly and just see if I can get it over that little hill and get it down there. That's the goal. So little lob wedge. Nice little run. Okay, looks okay. Little kick. Okay, guys, I mean, it's going to go down that little ramp, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, if that isn't difficult, guys, I don't know what is. So hopefully this just puts me out good, because there is no way I was going to see that through. That was a par 5, I believe. Or was that, yeah, par 5. Amazing. Again, these guys have some pretty wild imaginations. And after this, I'm going to play a traditional course, because that took me for a loop. Gonna play a 9-iron here just to get it on that top shelf. I did end up the first time down there where that little beast is, so hopefully we can stay away from that. But let's play a 9-iron. Actually, this is down 10s. This plays like more like 105. I think this is approach wedge territory, honestly. So we'll take a full approach wedge at it, and we'll see if we can get it somewhere over there on the top shelf. Approach wedge. Just keep it away from that beast if we can. Hit it fat, and I pulled it across my body. So it might be down there with that dude. Let's see if he stays up. Stay up, stay up. It's not going to stay up. Okay, this is just crazy. At least it bounced off his foot. So now I get to chip up onto this shelf on this little par 3. What I do remember is as long as I can get it up and onto the green, I think it pretty much funnels back down. So let's just get this up. We're going to let this little dude walk by. Then we're going to chip it. So let's go. That should get it in the air. Okay, there it is. It's just going to hang up in the rough. So I'm going to actually have to chip it again, I believe. All right, so this will be my 3rd shot, chipping back 13 yards. Should be it. Let's just not run off, please. Sit down. Whew. Okay, that's going to be a bogey, I believe. But that was certainly an earned bogey. What I did remember was the back 9 where there were a little more opportunity to score birds. I did record the session just so I can kind of go back and review it, maybe through a playthrough. So I'll probably do that later just to see how well I did. But I had a lot of red on the back. 112 down to, this is a pitching wedge again. Let's hit the J key, then the Y to see what we have. Looks like a bowl that collects everything. Okay, we just need to get it there. So I'm actually going to play J, 118 down 3. Plays like 115. I'm going to go ahead and play a 9-iron and see if I can just get it up and over that little ravine, drop it in that little bowl, and then we walk out of here hopefully with the birdie. 9-iron. Got all of that. Seems pretty good. Straight at the pin. Let's see where we land. Just in front of the bowl. Nice collection. You guys almost saw a hole-in-one here. Literally just a couple of inches away. That was a great shot. Glad I selected the 9-iron to get me there. I do remember this hole being pretty difficult. Yeah, we got these little tree friends walking around, so they don't leave details out. Now, I don't know if they actually get in your way. Like, do they impact your swing? I'm not sure. Tell you what, though, I do know that I want to be somewhere over here, if possible, in the middle. So I'm going to aim slightly that way. Is that 169 yards? I think it is. Let's see. 170-ish. So I think a 6-iron is, we'd be good with a 6-iron here. Yeah, let's play a 6-iron up here, see if we can get it to run, at least to get us closer. And then we can take a run at it with the higher lofted club or a lower club. All right, let's go 6-iron. We want the contact so we can get it there. Got it. Let's see where it ends up. Nice little straight shot right up the... Okay, let's stay on though. It kicked over. Okay, it's going to be in the rocks. So now we're going to take a 3-wood at it and see where we end up, because the last time I was able to actually land it on in 2, and I actually landed it in a circle, so I ended up getting an eagle on this last time. That was last time though, so let's see where we end up now. J key. Let's see what we have in play and what we have out of play. Yeah, it's pretty much an island over there. So is it uphill? Don't know if this is the smart call though, to be honest with you. This might be the smarter call over here, and then we'll hop over. That's 200 yards, and it's down 5. This is 160, 170. We're going to take this shot. We're going to take a 6-iron, play it across. Then we're going to play it over to the elevated green, just to be safe. So 6-iron. Got all of that one, so that was a good choice. See where it ends up. All right, that's a good shot, but you see that protruding cliff right there. So had we not played that shot, not made it, that would have been bad. So 62, down 7. This is just a nice little lob wedge over that ravine. Going to keep the distance, shape, and everything the same. I am going to move it up 1 inch so we can get all that, make sure we get the read. Play a little bit of a draw. Again, we just want to land it on the green, so this is about a 60-yard shot. That one felt really good. See if we got it there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Is it going to bleed over? That would be nice. Nope. I think that's going to give us a par. Yeah, par 5. Played that hole really well. I believe we played it strategically by not trying to go for the hole in 2. Especially from our lie. I just didn't think we had a really good lie. I know the last time I did play that, I did have really good contact. That's why I was able to run it up there and run it into the gimme circle on my second shot. So that was fun. But not all of them go that way. All right, this is a little bit of a difficult hole here because there's a big void right there. So that's 99 yards. That's 102-ish. It's uphill. Okay, I think we just play it this way and then we play it over. So we'll play our sand wedge there. Yeah, we'll play a sand wedge first to get us there. Then we'll play up to the elevated green. Sand wedge is what we want to play first. Let's go. It's a good sand wedge. It came across my body, so it should be in the meaty part of the fairway. Okay, there's our 80, 90 yards that we wanted. That should leave us 141. It's up almost 20, like 160. So we'll play a 6-iron into this from here. Exactly where it's at, 6-iron. That's all the 6-iron I needed right there. Let's go. Get it up there. Land it on the green. Sit down. It's going to roll out of the zone. But again, I'm up there, so it might roll off. Give me a chance to chip. Yeah, so we'll be able to try to chip into the circle for a par. But I was more concerned about getting it actually, up on the elevated green. So we need to carry this at least 20, 25, 24 yards in the air at least. It does run off. We can shoot it past the hole. That wouldn't be a bad thing. All right, let's go. 58 degree. Happy with that. See if we got it up there. I believe we did. And just in and out of the gimme circle. But again, we're up there, so I think it's going to end up being a bogey. Down to even. More importantly, just want to show you guys this course. It's pretty amazing. I remember this because of the river. There's trees, looks like it's over to our immediate right, so we kind of have to play this direction. I believe I'm going to go ahead and play a 3-wood. I can't play this direction because of the trees being in the way. But I believe I can play a 3-wood or a 5-iron. Let's play a 5-iron. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll play a 5-iron this direction. I think it's uphill. Okay, 5-iron on that line. See if we can turn it towards the, looks like there's some kind of rocks over there to the right. So that's what our play is. A little bit of a fade's okay. Just want to make contact and get it there. Oh, I hit that fat and I pulled it. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to do. Oh, please don't go in the water. Alrighty. I'm going to mulligan that. I know I can make a better shot, so I want to see if I can get it down there further for you guys. I did hit it fat, so a bunch of things were contributing to that. What I am going to do is I'm going to aim more this direction. Not going to worry so much about that water now. Going to make a better swing at it with this 5-iron. Just like that. Let's see if we can make better contact. That was better. Thin, but that should do it. Up and over. Yep. That's going to roll down that little hill. Should put us somewhere, hopefully in the fairway still. Don't roll off. Whew, that was very close. Okay, 135 yards left. That's pretty much an 8-iron. So let's play that 8-iron into this. Into this setup. Not going to change anything. None of the aiming. Just going to really try to play this 8-iron over to the right side. That should do it. That should be right. Yep, I did do that on purpose to keep it away from the water. I think there's a hill there, so it does run. Yep, I remember that from last time. That ended up being a pretty good shot then. Par 4. Ended up getting a par. Okay, I mean, I know we took the mulligan, but again, I'm going to take mulligans on this course because it does not fit the norm. We're getting close to Mordor. We're getting close to the eye, and that is really tricky. A lot of blind green. You don't even know if there's fairway out there. You're basically just hitting into the abyss and hoping that you land somewhere. Okay, what does this elevated green look like distance-wise? It is 70. It's down 10. So I believe we want to play our sand wedge into this or a lob wedge. Let's see. Down 10. Yeah, we're going to play the lob wedge. But we are going to try to make really good contact with it. Play it out to the, out this direction. Move the lob wedge up. Play the draw shot. And get it up on the green with this shot. Just looking to make some good contact with it. About an inch in front of the red dot. That's what I've learned from SkyTrack. Okay, let's go. Just want to get this lob wedge. Good contact and get it on the green. Did it read? That was a little bit too sharp for even the SkyTrack to read. I don't blame you. That was a very aggressive shot. Okay, let's try it again. This time we're going to make better contact. Oh no, I hope yep, okay, we're good. Let's try it again. Really focus on the contact. That's it. If you guys saw how much I followed through with that to keep it straight, lifted my net up, but the end result is good. It's going to roll out of the 2-putt zone down this little valley. I think it rolls back though. Nope, it rolled to a flat spot. So that's going to 2-putt us, 3-putt us actually for a bogey. Again, that was a very difficult shot. Difficult hole, didn't have very much to land on. You guys saw the end result. So these course designers were not playing around with this course. I think the play here is to kind of roll it up the side near the can we make this though? That's the question. I think we go for it. It's up 6. We're going to go for it this direction. There's hills and stuff over there, but we probably need to try to get it up on that second shelf so we can have a good chance to maybe make an approach. It's a bit of a risk here, but as long as we make good contact, we should be able to make it up there on that second shelf. So 3-wood. I think we got it. Let's see where it ends up. There's the cut. Are we on the shelf? I think just barely. Oh man, just barely. And we made it to the, I guess that's the very, very forward tee box, which is amazing. Okay, par 5. That's going to leave still some room to play around with. 138. Can we actually go for it? I think we can. 170. What is it? 140, 150. Yeah, I think we're going to go for it. We are going for it. So 170 is our play. We're going to play a 6-iron into that. We're going to see if we can land on this green in 2. That's the play. The trick here is just make the contact we know how to make. Let's move this out of the way so we don't worry about getting hung up in it. Let's just make the swing that we know how to make. Let's go. Okay, let's go 6-iron. A little bit fat, but it was straight. I don't know if it's going to make it there now, though. It's not. Oh, I got lucky. I hit a rock and it rolled up. Oh, man, that was some luck. That was some luck, guys. Sometimes I guess the golf gods, they giveth to you. So we want to chip this out to the left. You guys saw that. I'm glad I captured that on video. I'm going to shoot this out to the left because you guys see it runs to the right, back down towards the water. That was pretty amazing. I'm pretty cool with that. 16 yards. We just want to shoot it off to the left-hand side. That's good. See if we got it there. Don't think we got it far enough up, but honestly, we'll take that. Should be a par, I believe. Yeah, we got the par there. Should have been, could have come right back and hit us. Ended up in the water, and we would have been taking a mulligan and probably been 10 cupping that shot all day till we made it. I just knew it was possible. I did catch the 6-iron fat, and that was the end result. So this is what I'm talking about here, man. So it's 113 feet down. That means we have to aim this direction. So we need to aim over here and try to get it up and over that little lip and ridge and then bring it back. So this is an amazing tee shot here. We just got to try to get good contact to get it all the way over there. Hopefully we got it. There's the cut. It's 100+ feet downhill. Did we get it all the way there? That's the question. Just barely. Whew. We just caught the edge of that, but you guys see how difficult this is, right? Very difficult. Now it leaves us 124 yards. It's pretty amazing. 120, that's a 9-iron. So let's take this 9-iron and put it on the green. Again, you can't even see the green. There's obviously smoke and stuff. Let's take a look because I think this is a bowl as well. Yeah, it is. So we just want to land anywhere in front and let it trickle back down. All right, 24 yards, 9-iron. This is a bowl. Let's move this forward so it doesn't impact us. And let's hit this 120-yard shot and get it up there. I think we just hit it. Yes, sir. It's going back at it. It's fading back towards it. There's the kick. And did it get caught up in the rough? Is it going to come back down? Really? Man, I thought for sure. Look at that. I mean, how severe is that? It needed one little more roll, and I think it would have rolled off, actually, so that might have been a blessing in disguise. Just need a little bit of a trickle there. It's going to run downhill. Should collect. Might get a chip out here. Never chipped out in GSPro, so this is an opportunity. Catch one on video, because it all funnels to the hole. 11 yards. Yep, let's get it there. Happy with that. Let's see where we end up. You guys saw that, right? That's garbage. That was a chip out in my opinion. It hit the pin. Come on, GSPro. You could have gave me that. You know, I don't know if you have the option to pull the pin. So that's something I need to look into. Not that I do that often, but I'm just saying maybe in that instance that would have helped me. Okay, we are at 17. Again, we have no idea where we're hitting, so we just want to hit it straight, I assume, somewhere here. 113. Are we down? No, we're up. So 206. I don't know if we can carry that. Par 5. Yeah, I think we're going to actually have to hit just a simple little shot right here. Maybe a 9-iron. We're down 11 though, so does it go back up? Yeah, it looks like it does. I tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna make an attempt with the 3-wood just to see if I can clear that. And if I don't, then and I land in the lava, then I'm actually gonna just mulligan it, and then I'll play a 9-iron. So let's just try the 3-wood, see if we can get it there. We just got to get to that second shelf. Looking for really good pure contact. I don't care if I fade, that'd be better. We just got to get it up there. I think we got it. Let's see how far it goes though. There's the cut. Not gonna get lucky this time, I believe. Oh, it hung up on the rocks. So do we have a chance? Option 2. I think it's gonna say nope. Let's see what the options are. Flag line. What is this one? Rehit. Let's just mulligan it. I said we were going to make that play anyway, so let's just do that. So let's concentrate on just a little approach wedge. Then we'll play the second shot. So again, this course is not normal, so I'm going to play this just like again, I don't know it very well, so don't have the distance. I almost carried it, but didn't make it. So let's go ahead and hit an approach wedge here. Get it about 100 yards there. Okay, that'll be a good one. Straight down the middle. Then we'll play our second shot from here, which might be a 3-wood. That's a nice approach wedge there. Let's go ahead and collect some of these real quick while we're here. We can now hit into the fairway from here. It's quite a bit of ways down there, but we either got a 6-iron or we have a 3-wood with potential to get it further down on this par 5. Yeah, par 5. So I'm assuming this is all good. Again, what's the safe play here? I think the safe play is the 6-iron into this meaty part right here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play the 6-iron into this meaty part. It is downhill some, so should be okay. Going to cut it over just a little bit more this direction. Yeah, right here. 6-iron into the meaty part. That will be our second shot. Then we can make an approach with a good iron. It's great contact right there, by the way. Straight shot. Look at that. That is dead straight. And look at this fairway. I mean, there is no room for error. You guys saw that, right? I mean, there's no room for error. That leaves us 130 down 5. That's 125. That's a 9-iron. So see what I mean? That's actually, now that's more manageable. As long as we hit our shot, we can land there. So go ahead and do that. Hit the J key. Let's see what this, okay, you guys see this, right? It's a bowl. So let's aim this direction. J. All right, we just need to land in the bowl. I know that sounds like an easy statement, but as long as we make the right contact, we should end up there. So let's go 9-iron. We did. Pulled it slightly, but I think I accounted for that. Yeah, we're good. Let's just see if we landed in the bowl. Get a kick. Come on, get a kick. Get a kick. I mean, seriously. It could have rolled one more rotation and we would have been fine. Now we have to bump this. And again, there's an opportunity here if we would have landed on there to just birdie, because it would have landed in that collection area. 13 yards, just a little delicate chip to get it on the run. Might hit the flag again. Give me that false perception. There's the collection area. Again, that's a 2-putt. But again, if it would have landed on the green, that would have been a birdie. Could have gave us a stroke back. But again, happy, +1. We are going into the 18th hole here at Middle Earth. The Eye of Sauron. This is a tough one. I think it's really narrow. That's the thing that makes it tough. Let's see what we have here. Again, I can't see anything here, so I'm just going to assume anywhere over here is good and open. So we'll go ahead and take it's a par 4. Let me hit the J key. I don't even know if it's going to show me anything. Let's take a 3-wood. I mean, honestly, if we can land it in that little bowl area, I think we'll be fine. We're taking a 3-wood, guys. Let's go. We're going to try to drive this green. All right, guys, the 18th hole. As long as we can make contact, I believe we can drive it into that bowl and maybe just walk away with a nice little under par round or par. We got the contact we wanted. Let's see what it does. There's the fade. We are landing in the gimme zone. Guys, we just drove this par 4 one shot, 2-putt, bird, and we are going to finish at 73, which is par for this course on Middle Earth. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's another one of those little fictional golf courses that GSPro has to offer. I had fun playing it. It's certainly unique in that nothing is real about it. But hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and play a traditional golf course next. But I will be actually putting. So I'm going to show the capabilities of SkyTrack's putting capabilities. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.